Good evening, everyone. It is AI the Somnium Files time. That's the sound. Alright, let's see. We were hanging out with Hitomi. So we did the thing with Sejima. We saw a murder happening. Sejima's like, I don't fucking know. And we may have been gaslit this entire time. So let's see. Alright, I'm gonna see you later, honey. It was good fun hanging out with you. I'm gonna go to Sejima's residence, like, later, because I don't want to hang out with fucking So and his fucking dudes. Seems like the least amount of fun I could have. What's happening in Mabru? Hey, Mama.
More info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I see.
I mean, I'm just here to hang out, really.
Care to watch some riveting videos with balls and holes?
Like golf.
Already. We're already starting hot with that. Alcohol. Shells. Let me get at the tap.
Hey Date, you know what I say when I turn into a drunk devil?
Dev Ale.
Dev Ale. Although he instantly knows.
You're so cold, Mama.
Hey, I'm over here.
Alright. I'm so cold.
Hey, Mama. What's with the pizza, fish, and chips?
People used to call me that on the internet all the time. Guess it's stuck.
What?
Pizza, fish, and chips. Ah, I see. Piece of fucking shit.
That's so rude. That's so fucking rude. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that, Mama. I mean, apparently you took it in stride, but Jesus Christ, that's so fucking rude. It's funny, but it's rude.
This, however, appears to be a simple Italian pizza with fish and french fries.
Cool. Pizza, fish, and chips. Poster. Taxi drives her. What is this? Looks like a poster for something. Alright, taxi drives her. That's something. I guess. That's a pun. It's by the barest definitions. Alright. Hey, Mama. How's it going? Polishing the dried bonita fish. So, why are you always brushing the fish?
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
So, how's it going?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Absolutely not.
Date, you fucking weakling.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Oh,
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president.
there's a scandal with talent?
Even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
Hey kids, want to see a dead body? Remember, weren't you saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle?
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer, but I turned the question around on
What
him.
about you?
Me? Well, yeah.
Didn't even
Not
sip.
just one. Countless bodies.
Jesus.
When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Kumakura gang?
Uh-huh.
I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams.
And that apparently had bodies?
I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras.
Oh, okay.
It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
Oh, cool.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family.
Yeah.
Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water.
Jesus
and they
fuck.
pass. Just like that.
Oh, that's horrific.
Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So I... Why am I telling you all this? Are you going to arrest me?
Took a sip from a glass. Didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Alright, real quick summary.
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry, I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, let's head to Lemniscate. Hang out with our girl Iris, who is totally alive.
I am so aggro right now.
Wow, what's
Who
wrong?
says that?
Yeah, who says that?
Why are you angry?
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
I didn't make any promises.
You promised me a date, though.
I did go to your house.
2 minutes before midnight, and you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have gone somewhere. Iturum, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
Absolutely not.
Then you should have come earlier.
Well,
Didn't get to look at her in this timeline. There's a receptionist sitting behind the desk. Okay, alright. I want to know your measurements.
I'm 5'4".
Oh my god, she's tiny.
That is clearly not what you meant.
What's your type?
Well,
I like guys that like New Guinea fruit bats and yellow spotted neck turtles.
I cannot even picture that.
Can I have your contact information?
Why?
Well, because it may lead to something in the future.
I don't know.
Date, we're on an investigation.
Just let me have this.
That's enough. I'll come right out of your eye socket if you don't stop. I'm serious. I'm going to pop out.
Oh, Iva flew out of my left eye and started dancing on the desk. The receptionist immediately fainted. Ira saw the whole thing and also fainted. And so my disoriented the ends. But I couldn't let that happen, so I decided not to ask her for her information. That's really funny. Just a fake ending right there. Hey, I want to know where Rinju is.
I want to too.
Oh my
We've
god.
been looking for him. We've been getting so many calls, it's hard to keep up with.
Alright, cool. The desk. Nothing with the computer. Plant.
Date, look! It's a Terraphila camellifolia. Look! Yay! Yay! Go Terraphila camellifolia!
Ivy gets awfully excited about insects. I love her so much. Abstract painting.
Like it? It's called Fisherman Shagging a Common Dandy.
Fisherman. I love that that's just what it's called. Fisherman shagging a common dandy. Excuse me, Iris, for a second. Window. Sofa.
I should lose some weight.
I didn't say so fat.
Sofa. Monitor. Nothing. Magazines. Special. How to make a good soba. I'll bring that one home for later.
That's a high table.
Date, I don't understand. You want me to say hi to this table?
It's not what I said.
It's a high table. Stool. Monitor with
It's
promotional.
Shinsen-chatran.
Shinsen-chatran. Shinsen-chatran. Vending machine full of drinks. Alright, I can talk to you. Alright, just looking at me. So, how was your phone off yesterday?
I know you were mad about our date, but why was your phone off? I couldn't get a hold of you.
And about the late night visitor.
Last night around 2 a.m., someone visited you. Who was it? And you left the house as well. Where did you go?
You really want to know?
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
Yes.
All right then, Shovel Forge.
Oh my god.
No.
Then go on a date with me.
Again, no.
But you owe me for yesterday.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
Objection. Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right? Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything.
So anyway, you got the day off?
Off?
Yeah, from school.
Oh, yeah, it's a holiday. So I decided to come to Lemnisgate. We're going to do a recording for a show soon.
Where's Rinju?
What about him?
I don't need to hide it. Told her about Rinju's
A
disappearance.
traffic accident? I'm worried.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm sorry, no.
You know So Sejima, the politician?
I've seen him on TV.
Ever met him?
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
I saw your body.
Iris, promise you won't laugh. I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
What?
Your dead body. I told you not to laugh.
But come on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here. Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
Woohoo.
Stop, I'm serious. In my dream, I saved you from being killed. And here you are. Which is why I was like that when I went to your house yesterday. Sorry, there's no point in telling you all this.
No, it's fine. Sorry for laughing. I just didn't know what was up with you.
Huh?
I believe you, Date. Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
Another bizarre explanation.
Alright, real quick summary.
So, what are we doing?
What do you mean?
For our date, of course.
Go on a date. Do it. Let's go.
Fine.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yay! So you'll play Shovel Forge with me?
I will not.
So we'll go on a date then.
Yes.
Deal. And you have to honor our agreement this time.
I can't believe it.
Oh, but we can't go right away. I have a recording coming up. I should be done by 3, though.
Tessa, we're starting soon.
Got it! So, Date, meet me back here at 3? If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious. Anyway, bye for now. Peace!
Iris smiled and strolled over to the studio.
There is no point remaining here. Let's get moving.
Alright, cold storage warehouse. I don't want to go to the Sejima residence. I don't want to hang out with fucking Oldman. I in my left eye socket walked to the cold storage warehouse. I could see my breath. I looked around, shivering. Nothing seemed to change from last night, though.
A switchboard. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Switchboard installed in the back of the warehouse.
You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time,
The corpse was gone.
it was 11:25 p.m. But the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m. After we finished syncing with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Unknown. The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Outside influence?
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench. Examining it will not reveal any further information.
Workbench. Nothing on it.
A fork, it doesn't seem like it's in
Forklift
use.
certified.
It was likely just left here.
Forklift. They're all frozen solid. All the bits. The boots
There
and
are
the bits.
numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves. There is nothing abnormal about them.
Meat
A
hook.
crane on the ceiling. Nothing has changed.
Box. Nothing in the box.
It's a wooden box. There is nothing inside. There are
Shelves.
only a few items on the shelf. It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use.
Forklift
A
B.
forklift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Crane. Shelves.
Nothing.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
Alright, Sejima. Show me your shit.
So Sejima is a key person of interest in this case. Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment. I checked the call logs of So's phones. Congressman Sejima has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. One call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago. From Fuchu Prison.
Oh.
The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Oh, sick.
Number 89?
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
Wheel. Dash.
When you crash, the first thing you hit is the dash.
Interesting.
Interesting. Center console. Gear shift.
Date, can I move the shifter around?
No, don't! Resist the urge.
Passenger seat. The glove box.
This box is where you keep your doves.
It's not a dove box.
It's the dove box. Rear view mirror.
Date, this reminds me of Egyptian mythology. Hathor, the mother of Ra. The mirror was one of her sacred symbols.
Wasn't she a cow or something?
Just wasn't she a cow or something? Alright. I was in so who is 89?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He
Excuse me.
accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
Falco?
Correct.
Oh fuck. Ah shit. What's 89's name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
What's he in jail for?
Murder. He is serving a
Murder.
life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
What's the relationship between So and 89?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sejima for that information.
I don't want to
Number
talk to
89 said
him.
he knew who killed Shoko.
He did. But that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Summary.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Roger.
Yeah.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse. Isn't your investigation over?
I mean, not really, considering I still gotta investigate, like, all the other dead bodies.
Speaking of gardens, what kind do you prefer?
Well, only one, but still.
I like a well-manicured lawn. But some bushes aren't bad either. I mean, what?
Big green mochi. Nah, it's just a bush. Spherical bush. Not a mochi. Garden lantern.
Iva, look. A merman.
So is a wealthy politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman. Wait, a merman?
Oh, hey everybody! I'm a merman. Oh, hey everybody! I'm a merman.
It's just, you know, just a merman. He's just there. Witness Dr. Stone. Tonight on Anna Maelstrom. Oh man, they turn everyone into rocks. Don't worry about it. I'll get the rocks off. Nice. Alright, anyway. So it's feeding the koi in his pond. Hole up, weed him kois. Hello, Cinemax. Hey there. You're only a tiny bit late. Only a tiny bit. I am going on that date with Iris. I have no idea what's gonna happen after I leave this place, but probably nothing good. Also, this is the last place I'm looking at before, you know, making progress. I got up from a nap and started making dinner. I did that thing where I asked the receptionist at Lemniscate for contact information, and I was like, if you do that, I swear to fucking God, I will pop out of the eye in front of everybody. And I just kept doing it. And then she did it, and both the receptionist and Iris fainted, and that was the end of the story. My story. But I didn't want that to happen. So I just stopped doing that. I love that bit. That it's just a silly little like fake, not fake end. Well, kind of fake ending, but whatever. Anyway, so about Iris.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing.
Just say that you're like.
What are you hiding so?
Just say that you're like a fan of ASET. It's fine. You wouldn't be the first one. You wouldn't be the second one. Why'd you call Shoko?
You are beginning to irritate me.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
Why are you at the warehouse?
I told you I will not answer that question.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
Alright, so about 89.
Number 89? Who is that?
An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
That's why Suda51 loves making his protagonists assassins, because assassination jobs are things that are extremely uncommon in Japanese society and also apparently Japanese media. That's why. Suda51 just finds the job of killing for money very exotic, it seems. So anyway, keep talking about 89.
Information you can ask her. I can't help you.
Most real life assassins have to make their own
got it
guns.
out?
Yeah.
I'm very busy. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you.
One more
To be
thing.
honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you.
I don't like you either.
I don't ever want to see you again.
I don't like you either. Me and I are wanted in 12 star systems. I don't remember the full line. I would have quoted it. Sejima's he's just like, I'll be careful, Date. And then Aiba just pops out of the head and just says to him, "You'll be dead." That's dumb.
So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
Why does he hate your face so much? I hate his face equally, so it makes sense. So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Did I check the topiary? Yes. It's not a mochi. And I did check the pond, but I gotta go up. Go up. Go up.
Oh, hey everybody. I'm a merman.
I think it's really funny. Just oh, hey everybody. I'm a merman. I love when things that shouldn't speak just speak out of nowhere and no one acknowledges it. Yorilo and Tall Merman. Like, no one acknowledges that Mario says anything. He just does. He just speaks out of nowhere. Alright. Back at work. Return to the Abyss with Aiba. Needs to talk with boss. Entered the room. Boss smiled like she was waiting for me.
I took care of what you asked for.
Oh.
Number 89?
He's here, in the interrogation room.
Ah, cool.
I'm on it.
You'll go without me this time. I have some errands to run.
Oh, fuck.
One of the higher-ups needs me.
No, that's a lie. I know exactly what she's doing. She's gonna fucking kill So again.
I'll have Pewter go to the interrogation with you.
Understood.
I'm calling it. She's gonna kill So again. Is this scene exactly like last time? Is nothing changed? No, Pewter's here now. Okay. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit.
Let's get started.
Camera. Peep it. Camera. Mirror. Desk. Alright, buddy. Man known as 89 is sitting right in front of me. So, what's your name? Well, we meet again for the first time, Mr. Falco. So, we meet again, Mr. Falco, for the last time. Not today, Zerg. What is your name? My name is Date. I meant to say Dante, but Date works good too.
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't know, I forgot.
I'm from Gore. Where you from?
Djibouti.
East Africa, a small republic of roughly 900,000.
I know that's actually where he's from, but like, just the fact that he's just like, it's just like, where you from? Djibouti. I'm a child. Also, yes, I'm very aware. Did you know Djibouti is the capital of Djibouti? I know about Dino. I know about Dante. No, never mind. I caught the pun. That's great. That's hilarious.
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
Although, could have sworn he was born like, yeah, he was born in Africa and was raised in, you know, Japan. So, how many people you kill?
I don't know. It's not like I'm counting.
Alright, why'd you call Sejima's secretary? He just loves African geography.
Oh, you know about that. It's true. I called Sejima's secretary.
But why?
Got him on the line and I told him something very important.
But why?
You spoke with him directly?
Yeah.
What'd you tell him?
I told him to call somebody.
Somebody?
I can't tell you anymore.
Time to sink. Hey, so about Choco's murder.
Alright. Let's get back to the topic at hand. 2 days ago, you called our investigation office. You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Yes, I promise.
You're lying. You don't want to release me. That's fine. I was expecting this anyway. I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What do you mean?
You really want to know? Here's what I mean!
Oh my god, what's he doing? Jesus fuck! What the fuck?
You'll make a good hostage for me.
What the fuck?
Take me to the exit. Now.
Okay. Okay. This suddenly got more difficult.
Are you kidding me? A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police. I ordered everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out. We need to get number 89 back before then.
Alright. Mario, what do you got to say? Any advice?
I want to go to Susukino.
God damn it, Mario! AC. Oh, you too?
So now you're ogling me too?
Okay, I'll stop.
Oh, ooh, he's admitting to it. I like that. Matryoshka. Keyblade.
But no keyhole for it. Same as you, Date.
What do you mean by that?
That's funny. Chair.
I really like chairs. They look delicious.
What the hell are you talking about?
Chair, cabinet, masks in the bag. Oh no, colorful handcuffs this time. They're always something different. I always keep thinking that they're masks.
Date, pewter. Once we're done here, let's pop that bottle.
Not a bad idea.
But when the boss gets drunk, she has the tendency to crush balls.
In that case, perhaps we should never solve this case.
I wanted to hit the button real quick. With Boss has a tendency to crush some balls. Love the idea of just Boss is a Space Gin character. Love the idea that like when Boss gets drunk, she just gets really into CBT.
Wait a minute. Did you let number 89 escape on purpose? So that you could catch the bigger fish?
Yeah, boss. Exactly.
I was kidding.
Big catch. Soba. Tanuki. Persian rug. Clock.
If you had the power to stop time, what would you do?
Do you even have to ask?
Your heart rate is increasing rapidly.
I do have to look at the balls.
Spiking is an important part of volleyball.
Uh-huh.
Spiking. Spike Chun?
What is that?
That's just in there for no reason. Just because Spike Chunsoft is the developer? I think, yeah, developer. I was gonna say the publisher, but I think, you know, they do both. Happy birthday, pumpkin. Bookshelf. Has a ton of things. Darts. Geese. Snowboard.
I want to knock you over the head with that snowboard right about now.
Then allow me to say this. I will slalom away from that attack.
Not funny.
Try. No, snowboard. Snowboard. Triangle. Triangle man.
Date, look! A UFO.
That's a symbol.
It's a symbol.
Boss, I turned your stationary bike into a coffee grinder. You use the pedals to grind the beans.
Why the hell did you do that?
I understand where she's coming from, because it's like, god damn it, you turned the Insomnia Files. Yes, exactly. What's shaken? A murderer has escaped from us. Don't say what's shaken bacon. That makes me nostalgic and sad about specifically a character in Honey Pop. What's shaken bacon?
Reminds me of your ex, Date.
It shouldn't.
Also, we all shake bacon at some point. It makes me sad, specifically because that character and her mom, who's in the game also as well, is have a very tragic relationship. Plastic
They were kind and had a big smile. Such a shame.
Buenos dias, muchachalatas, sheesh, sheesh, why do you have to say sheesh, sheesh? What's going on? Yeah, I've seen that video way too many times. What's up? I think I'm done with looking at everything. Think you're sputtering gibberish. You are grounded for till cock. For till cock. For till cock. I'm decently good, Gil, at speaking YouTube poop. It's similar to how, you know what? I'm gonna pause really quick to pull up a video to show exactly what I'm saying. If you watch and listen to enough YouTube poop, you too can speak like a YouTube poop. Hold on. Okay, they're called impressions, but whatever. This is from a decently old stream of theirs of Penny's. Penny Parker and specifically Alfred, you know, the Eggman guy. I'm gonna make it slightly bigger.
Oh,
How is
refreshing, delicious.
Oh, I'm glad.
Straight out of a Disney movie.
Milk straight out of a Disney movie?
No. You know how you like look at shit from TV and movies? Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. It's
Sorry, no. You started saying milk, and not only did you not finish the word naturally, but also your Discord audio kind of jumbled up a little bit, so it sounded like you went milk. I was like, milk from a Disney movie, and you were like, milk. Milk. Anyway, what were you saying?
Before I drink my mayo, I need some sus.
And then I drink.
Listen, I drink and I rear, and then I put my and I'm gonna boil.
I love Minecraft with my best friend Alfraft.
Check it. I need more mem.
You need more mim.
Mem.
Mim.
Sauce. Okay, now let me.
How am I gonna get mim when I only have a bucket? Yep.
Well, you gotta suck, and then you gotta suck, and you gotta suck, and then you gotta slice.
I can't slice. I'm drink.
Oh, no, with that out, you bigger
Don't you call me a free? I'm Swiss.
You better fuff, and then you better probe. Because if you don't probe, you're nothing but a nothing. And then the nothing becomes a nothing. And then your nothing is a jush. And then your nothing is sus. And then you think you're the top, and you're at the bottom, and you're top and bottom. And then you're rear, ravu, vavu, vazu, that's one.
Shit. I've been epic
pwned.
Oh my god. Now you're fired. Because you fucking made a
That's what I do sometimes. If I think about a YouTube poop, I will just randomly start quoting it, and it sounds completely like incomprehensible, kind of like that. Sus. Yeah, when you say sus, you gotta say it like sus. My favorite example of YouTube poop speak when saying sus is saying suspiciously sus. Judge. Pewter standing calmly. So, where's my gun?
Number 89 still has it. But don't worry. I have a spare. I'll give it to you later.
Where'd he go?
How would I know? After he got to the exit, he let me go. I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
How'd he get away?
He punched out an officer and stole his clothes. He put on the uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint. Well, he had the gun in his pocket, hiding it. No one on the floor even knew this was happening. He got on the elevator and made it to the ground floor. He even stole my security card.
Oh shit, he 47.
He'd kill me if I tried anything. I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes. He must have planned this.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state right now.
You know what? That's fair. So, how do you think we should?
A shogi player gave that to me.
I have to look at that.
I think his name was Hanyu.
The Hanyu?
Yep, that's him.
All right. Anyway, sitting on the desk. Hey, so sorry about that.
Boss, it's my fault he got away. I'm sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing. Go catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now. You really messed up this time.
Alright, real quick summary.
Dante, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound. I checked all of them. Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
Was waiting for him.
So he had an accomplice.
Oh, it's Hitomi.
Yes,
Did you see who was driving?
I did.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
Oh fuck. It's oh my god, what? New boss Peter I've revealed to me.
Renju?
Why?
Whoa, who's calling?
Date, Moma is calling.
Ah fuck, it's Moma.
Moma? From the Kumakuras?
I'll connect him.
Ah shit. What the fuck do you want?
Hey, Date. I just got the word.
Uh-huh.
Renju's been seen.
Yeah?
What? Where?
But where is he?
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Oh my
Deal?
god.
What deal?
You forgot already? I'm talking about Tessa.
Oh, right.
I'll be waiting.
Oh my god.
You know what to do.
Oh Jesus.
What should we do?
We have a fucking armed convicted murderer running around free with someone that we desperately need to question. And we gotta bring a fucking internet idol to meet with a gang boss. What the fuck?
We have no choice. We have to take her.
Hey, so
Moma?
Yes.
hey, so a funny thing about that date, we're gonna have to bring someone along with us. Oh my god, it's later. Hey, what's the worst he'll do? Kill someone?
Oh my gosh. Late. You're late.
I'm going home.
Never! Have you forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Are you drunk?
No, of course not.
Fucking love that face. It's so fucking funny.
You're drunk.
I'm kid. I'm kidding! I can't believe I'm gonna shovel forge with you.
Stop it with that. I'm not.
You're not shovel forging.
Stop it with that. Why do you want to play Minecraft with me way more than go out on a date with me? What is Minecraft like that important to you? Probably.
I was talking about the date, silly.
Shovel Forge and a date are synonymous, apparently.
Apparently.
So where are we going?
She's a zoomer, of course. I love the 3 of these. Hold on, no. Plant.
Date, look!
Oh!
It's a Parastatoda Tepidariorum! Hooray! Go, little Parastatoda Tepidariorum!
I'm gonna look this one up. I didn't look up the last one, and I feel bad, because I should have. Oh, that's... it's a common house spider. Awfully excited. I have no idea what bug she's talking about. It's just the fucking house spider. Magazines.
Special. Catch a skyfish. Next time these magazines get replaced, I'm taking that one.
Vending machine. Monitor. Sofa.
A sliver, usually made of leather.
That's a loafer.
Window.
Oh,
Monitor.
that's Quinten Rapcone.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Not even gonna try. Door. Receptionist is nowhere to be seen. Where's she? Logo. Alright. How many times did it take for the VA to pronounce Quintenrepcone? It took me twice. It took me 2 times. Quintenrepcone. Quintenrepcone. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna take you to where the dragon is.
To meet the dragon.
The dragon? Like that dragon?
Rock the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Like a fantasy world with swords and magic. And you're gonna teleport me there.
Okay, I mean...
I'm getting fired up.
She didn't completely understand, but I didn't have time to care. Took Iris to the Kumakuras. Check it out. There's this dragon. There's 2, actually.
Ooh, look at the dragon. So cool. So, this is a crime syndicate building, right?
Yeah, the Kumakuras.
And you were trying to make me believe this was some kind of fantasy world?
Iris would... I'm pointing at the screen, literally. Like, just to do it. Iris would absolutely wish for panties just like Oolong. I think the funniest thing about Oolong wishing for panties is that Oolong is 9 years old when he wishes for panties, and that's him being like an immature little kid. Iris would just do that both for the reference and because it's funny.
No, that's what you thought.
Yeah, he was 9 years old in during the events of Dragon Ball when he makes that wish. Oolong, the pig. He was 9 years old. I want to say that, like, Puar, Yamcha's flying cat friend, how he sounded like George Costanza. That's such a really fun comparison. What's really funny is that, like, when Dragon Ball was slowly becoming Dragon Ball Z, when, you know, Goku comes back and is an adult, and everyone's like, holy shit, Goku, you're an adult. He sees Oolong's son, Jasmine, because, you know, T, and totally believes it's like, oh hey, it's Oolong, and Jasmine's like, what the fuck, no, I'm Jasmine, what are you talking about? And he sounds exactly like Oolong. He sounds like Pig George Costanza, except, like, you know, a little smaller. Yeah. And then Puar, Yamcha's flying cat friend who can transform into things, is also, like, around that age, or was around that age. The animal friends in Dragon Ball grew up to be, like, animal friends who are fucking in their 40s and 50s. There's, like, a fun little comic about, I say comic, it's like 3 panels, or 2 panels rather. It's like all the Dragon Ball friends thought Puar was like 100. You know what? I have no idea how old Puar actually is, but, like, you know, older than most people think. There's, like, this little comic that's like all the Dragon Ball friends, like, hanging out and, like, drinking, and and Puar's like, oh, give me the keys, I'm driving. And then Krillin's like, you're driving? Are you old enough to drive? And Puar's like, Krillin, I'm literally the same age as you. I don't know if that's true. I like to think that it is. That Puar's just like this. The Z-Fighters are all boomers. This is true. This is correct. Anyway.
Date lied to me.
Date, you bastard! You made Tessa cry!
Oh my god.
Mister, save me! Throw this man into Tokyo Bay!
Got it. I'll have him sleeping with the fishes.
Oh my god.
This is an interesting turn of events.
I can hardly believe it. Moma, I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did. You want to hear about Renju?
Yes.
Mr. Okiura?
Walk the dragon. Rock the dragon, not walk.
Lanterns.
Hey, Iris. What do you think of when you see two lanterns pushed together?
Huh?
I mean, it kind of looks like something, right?
Not really.
No, really. Picture two lanterns pushed together, and you put your face between them. There's something that reminds you of?
Lanterns.
What, you mean boobs?
Damn it, Moma. You're not supposed to say it.
I love that Moma's just fucking, like, because he's hanging out with Iris, he's just reverted to being, like, acting like a little kid. Window. Desk.
Tessa, if you're tired, you can sit on my desk.
Oh, I don't like that.
On your desk.
Phone. Shelves. Sofa.
How many cows did they kill for this?
It's a fake?
Date, look! A UFO!
That's an ashtray.
I desperately want, like, the end result of this to just be like Moma saying, like, man, I thought A-Set was gonna be, no, I thought Tessa was gonna be a lot of fun to hang out with. She's just really fucking weird. Restaurants will take forever to fulfill your bottomless drink orders, so order them all up front. Yes, correct. Tiger.
Poor thing! What you did to that tiger is awful!
Oh, that's fake.
I like to think that the tiger is not fake, actually.
Hey, Tessa, let's have a party!
No thanks.
Just no thanks. Let's bring sommelier exam. I think that's it. I'm gonna talk to Iris first. Iris standing there. So, I'm gonna apologize real quick.
Sorry for bringing you here.
It's okay.
You don't have to be scared, Tessa. We're not thugs. We're just a gang.
That's not any better.
As contradictory as meatless beef.
The old boss was really violent.
He would take a cheese grater to someone's leg if they looked at him funny.
But after I took over, we went crystal clean.
Crystal.
Methamphetamines.
No, we don't do drugs. We don't deal with that stuff. We had to restructure the whole operation. Cut a lot of people off.
Jesse.
Throats.
No, not like that.
Oh man, just out of nowhere, crystal methamphetamines. Just out of nowhere. Just really got me. Also, how clean is this organization even really? Because, like, if you're clean, then you're barely even doing crimes. So what makes you different from, like, just a group of random assholes just hanging out? Iba, what's your favorite drug? Meth. I like to think that Iba's really into, like, uppers. Not because it like, not because it gives them energy, but because like, it's like, just makes them work faster. What makes them any different from Kiryu? Exactly. Well, no, what makes them different from Kiryu is that Kiryu is unaffiliated with anyone. These guys just so happen to be, you know, a part of each other. And also, they're still, like, in the greater Yakuza, so, like, they have a superior family that they answer to. Which makes it really weird when, they don't make any money from, like, selling or creating drugs. They do not collect as much money as like their associates do because, you know, they're not pulling out the violence. So it makes you wonder, how good are these guys actually? One moment. Grandma just dropped something off. Alright, cool. They're like after Giorno took over the Italian mob. No more drugs, we only make pastries now. Anyway, so, hey, it's Moma.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced this old man yet.
I'm 24!
Moma is lying. He is at least 48.
Absolutely.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura. I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
You run the
hoodie is off.
Kumakura gang, right? You're like a mob boss.
How did you know that?
Is he stupid?
Oh no, where did I put my drink? My drink's right there. How did you know that? Listen, Moma, I don't know how to tell you this, but your crest is like the most Yakuza crest I've seen yet.
Moma may not look it, but he's a huge ASET fan.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
Gambling.
Bet, debt, ASET!
Worries.
Forget, fret, ASET!
Now what does she say?
ASET, you bet!
Wow, my catchphrase! Thank you!
This is kind of embarrassing.
But sorry, Moma. I don't like gangsters.
I don't like gangsters either. Gangsters are awful. All those nasty Yakuza guys should drop dead, am I right?
Should not have done that with food in my mouth. Oh my god.
What happened to Mr. Okiura?
Good question.
I heard he escaped the hospital.
I would like to know also.
So did I. But I don't know anything more than that.
Please tell me.
I like how his pupils got bigger and try to look more innocent to her. Yeah, totally. That is absolutely an act that he's doing. Ugh. Anyway, escape from the hospital. 3 things. Oh, it's stuck in my throat. Something. 3 things stuck out to me. Laid out the facts. Mizuki was lured into the place where Shoko's body was found by a message from Renji's phone. I found Iris' body in Okiura's fishery cold storage warehouse. Earlier today, Renju fled with the prisoner at 89.
What were you saying about Tessa's dead body?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, well...
Dante saw a parallel world with my dead body in it.
A parallel world?
Never heard of it?
Oh, yeah, of course I have. Yeah, right. Parallel worlds and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I suppose he does.
Good, because I don't feel like explaining it.
Yeah, you know, the parallel
But why would
worlds.
Mr. Okiura do that?
I don't know. He could be a hostage or an accomplice. Either way, I need to find him.
All right. Where's he at? Hold on. All right. Where's he at? Where are you goons?
They're out. Looking for Renju. Besides, I can't have them here seeing me like this.
Good point.
So, that's an expensive looking ring you got there.
Why do you care?
Can I have it?
What?
Can I have the ring?
Why would I give it to you?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it.
God.
Wait, no. I can't give you this.
You're so cheap.
Come on, it's not like they're losing it.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
You guys are a good team. Like siblings.
Hey, Renju tip though.
You said on the phone that you saw Renju.
Yeah, I had all my people looking for him.
So tell me where he is.
Wow. Itchy.
I could.
Hey, I held up my end. I brought
Itchy
Iris
throat.
like you
Ooh,
asked.
baby.
Dante, come here.
Momo took me to the corner of the room.
Dante, I don't quite know how to handle this, but can you ask Tessa if I can shake her hand?
Oh my god. What?
Oh, that's it?
Jesus
Sure.
criminy. Oh, and I broke the huddle.
Iris, could you do me a favor?
A favor?
Flavor.
He wants to see your boobs.
What the fuck, dude? I didn't say that.
Oh, sorry. What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
Oh, a handshake. Sure. I would never show my boobs.
Iris took Momo's hand gently and shook it.
Dante, this is the happiest day of my life. It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
All right, here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places. First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid cafe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Second, Ikume Shrine.
Sunfish Pocket and Akume Shrine.
Got it, thanks.
No problem, bro. Really.
No problem, bro. Summarize real quick.
Anyway, Momo, take care of Iris for me.
What?
What? Wait! You're leaving me here?
You'll be safe with him.
No, God, I don't like that.
Are you serious? Look at his face! Not to mention he runs a crime syndicate. What if he sells me to the highest bidder?
Ooh.
Tessa, I would never do that. I told you, we're clean now. We all go home on time, we follow government regulations.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.
Wait! What about Shovel Forge?
I told you I never promised to play with you.
But you promised me a date!
Dante, is this true? You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna ignore that.
Good idea.
Date, you're gonna look for Mr. Okiura, right? Take me with you. If you do, I'll tell you about last night.
Her late night visitor.
Fine.
Yay!
Dante, don't ignore me.
A clean gang?
A clean gang.
Oh, that's just a toy.
Oh, Oh, just a toy.
Let's leave them alone for a while.
We have 2 places to check. Sunfish Pocket and Ikume Shrine.
I want to go to the warehouse too.
Oh my god.
Where you found my dead body.
Something bothering you?
No, I'm just curious. Oh, and one more thing. Can we eat somewhere?
Alright, that's fair.
Food sounds good. I haven't eaten in a while.
Oh, my chest hurts. Getting hard to breathe.
Alright, bye. Let's go get food first. I already know what's gonna happen. Do not let her see where her body was. The timelines will collapse. I wasn't planning on taking her there. Yet.
I'm so hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so...
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
I would have flew into the kitchen. I just watched him go and took a seat. Cook a seat. Hey! If you spit in my fucking eggs, I'm gonna call the police. Nothing but a window.
That's a Martian.
That's just a stool. Salt,
Condiments.
pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Mayumi's juice with mold.
Mayumi's juice with mold. Menu.
Kuroda Kazuaki's grilled tongue with salt.
Bookshelf stickers. Lucky cat.
Meow.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, you don't know? It's good luck to imitate a cat.
Really?
Meow? Guess I'll have good luck.
TV.
Hey, Date. I've got this video of girls in bikinis washing this armored car. Wanna watch?
Absolutely not.
Nothing's playing. Beer ad.
Date, you're drooling.
Oh, I'm just really hungry.
Beer. Menus. Mabel, we have a table. Mop. Bucket.
Hey, Tessa, could you kick that bucket there?
Sure. Like this?
Yeah, but more.
Like this?
This is awesome!
You're a fucking sicko.
I did not realize there was someone more perverted than Date.
I'm glad that the game's also calling it out. Jesus Christ. Counter. Swinging door. No table. Cushion.
Date, wanna have a pillow fight?
Tessa, not in the store, please.
Menus. Fortune. Good luck. Good luck. Clock.
Hey, what has 2 hands on its face?
A mom playing peekaboo.
Yeah, exactly.
God, you're fucking stupid. His favorite video is probably girls in bikinis and high heels stomping fruits. Kid seat.
Look, a chair for baby goats.
I get it.
Bring
A
a goat
kid.
To a restaurant?
I get it. That's a cute little pun. Disposable chopsticks. Hey! Swear to God, if you blow your nose into my ramen, I will pull out my gun. Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
He means sleeping.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
We are
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
Yeah. My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat, Date. You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't trust this kid more than I can throw him. Anyway, what's your usual?
Omelet rice.
Nice.
Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
That's probably not why you get stomach cramps, but okay.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
Oh man, his omu rice is so fucking good. It literally gives me food poisoning. That's exactly what she's saying. Anyway, you been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Yeah, I love eggs. Just sucks that it makes your stomach hurt after, right? So it turns out I'm allergic to eggs. Rigby, why didn't you tell me you were allergic to eggs? I thought if I ate them fast enough, my body wouldn't notice.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
So the resurrection of Iris.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
She's the Messiah. So I had to tell Oda about Iris' resurrection.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
And about the parallel world.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, if we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
I'm not looking at my controller. I'm just gonna... I totally just hit up. Ah, cool.
Fuck yeah!
Jesus Christ. Calm down and shut the fuck up.
Date, calm down. You're going to pop a blood vessel.
Aw, I lost. But I made a promise. What do you want me to do?
If it's no trouble, I want to see your...
See what?
Let me see... See...
I will kill you if you say it.
See... Seal. I meant Seal.
Seal?
Not the smoothest recovery.
Oh, I get it. You want to see me imitate a seal.
No, Iris, please.
Okay, well, here it goes, I guess. Nom 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 nom.
Tessa, what are you doing?
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right?
Otis is like, wow, I can't believe how much of a fucking sicko Date is.
You won, and you made me be a seal for some reason. But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I got a prize from you.
If I had chosen rock or paper...
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect?
Oh my god.
Or the Booba Kiki effect? Or the 100 million balls? If I explained that, would you believe me?
Sounds really interesting, Tessa.
Shut up.
I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
Heard people talking about it. Talking about the stool. I want to see how they describe the Mandela effect. If they only describe it as Nelson Mandela dying, but not really.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect.
Okay.
It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
Explain more.
There are
Berenstein
lots of
Bears.
examples.
Berenstein
Like
Bears.
the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings. Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car. But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Really? Huh.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
No, that's a lie. I don't remember that. Some people do. It's the ears that are black. Ear tips that are black. And then people think, oh, ear tips and tail.
It wasn't?
Nope. It's
I never
all
thought
yellow.
that. Some people
And the
did.
design didn't change.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
Okay, so tell me about the Bubakiki.
Date, look at this picture.
Okay, alright. No, hold on a second. Cinemax, you gotta answer. Which one's Booba, which one's Kiki? Gotta answer it. I will say my answer after you do. I am waiting. Okay, fine, whatever. I think the pink one's Booba and the blue one's Kiki. Green? Blue? One of them.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Booba and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
It's cool, I'm a freak. Talk about it some
Like
more.
worshipping the sun and the sea. Or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective universal and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated. But underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
Alright, tell me about 100 million balls. I've actually never heard this.
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
Alright, 100 million balls.
Imagine
What does
a
it mean?
box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the 1?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the 1.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
So anyway, alright, fine. Tell me about the lost friend.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
Gross.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened.
I don't think you can do that.
A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
That just sounds like all of his, classmates and his teacher fucking gaslighting him. Johnny Knoxville did it once. I totally believe it.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets. As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but...
Alright, summarize that for
When
me.
did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't want to
Tessa is
talk to
always
fucking
writing about this stuff
host
on the
Oda
internet.
anymore.
That's why
Oda
I
and
decided to
shit.
research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Done!
What about this? Laid out an omelet rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon, huge
Bon
smile.
appetit!
Bon appetit! Oh fuck, what's happening?
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
That is yeah, that is
Thanks for the food.
worrying.
That was good.
Have I watched JoJo Part 5? I've seen enough of it. I know of the events that happen, and I know I've seen the ending at least. That's definitely something that I know that I've caught. Other parts I've seen bits and pieces of. Saw the torture dance.
Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
So I do know what happened to Bruno, yes.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
Paid for the food, and we left.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Come back soon.
Sunfish pocket. Saw familiar faces I entered. It was Mizuki. Iris and I sat at Mizuki's table.
Wow. This is surprising.
Oh my god, Mizuki's an Orichalcum member.
What's going on here? Why are you two together? Oh, well, it's... Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night. Oh, no trouble at all. Anytime. You could even live with me if you want. That's a great idea. The roommate I have right now really sucks.
This girl.
Alright, we got a lot of stuff to... I'm gonna look at this. I wanted them to tell me this is the Orichalcum member. Nah, alright. Window. Camera. Tried it. Chair. Menu. Nyo Taimori. 780 yen?
Eating sushi off a naked woman for 780 yen?
Let's go. We're going. I made up my mind in my heart.
Oh, that sign is wrong. Someone added letters. It's supposed to say Nitayumori, boiled newt.
Nitayumori. Boiled newt.
Oh, boiled newt, 780 yen.
Honestly, that's almost as intriguing as the body sushi. Newts aren't even fish. Also, hello, welcome. Hello, hi, welcome, DJ Catface TV. I see you. Even if you just made the sound happen. Hi, hello. Jellyfish light. Crustomer. I understand, man, I do. You're just waiting for the right time. You act cool, but on the inside. Okay. Cash register order. Other mermaids. 2 shells on their chest are working hard too, in their own way. Can't really, like, look in the sunfish pocket. Sign. Counter. Kitchen door. Lifesaver.
It looks like a lifesaver, but it's actually a calamari ring covered in white chocolate.
Could possibly be a calamari ring. Can't really, like, other. Keep at it, girls. The barrel.
Sunfish pocket riddle time.
Oh, cool.
There was a kid playing hide and seek who hid in a barrel, but he was found right away. Why?
Well,
There was obviously a hole in the barrel.
Oh, I see. I got it. Because there was a hole in the barrel.
correct! Wow, that was amazing! Date, you're a genius.
Well, I'm nothing special.
Damn you.
I will have my revenge against you. Yeah. Love the Mizuki just has the fucking the orichalcum thing. Called childish water and cream sodas. God, I'm just realizing, look at that fucking thigh squish. That has to be painful. There's sitting there. You know this mermaid?
She's my friend from back when I worked here. We would hang out outside of work too.
We'd go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff.
Blow those boys away!
Blow those boys away!
Blow those boys away.
Yeah, blow those boys!
No, Mizuki, no!
Mizuki,
No!
You really shouldn't say that.
No, Mizuki! No! Oh no, Mizuki, honey. Anyway, visitor last night.
Iris, I still need to know. What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
You haven't fulfilled your promise.
This is the date. I fulfilled my promise.
I told you. No info until the date is complete. Don't you get it? This date isn't over yet. Mr. Okiura helped me when I was just starting out. You know how my mom is single? He really supported her. He even changed my diaper when I was a little baby. I got hired by Lemniscape all because of him.
Iris used to stream all her own content. Like singing and dancing and gaming and stuff. But before we knew it, she went viral.
Right, I heard about that. That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscape.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
Her talent?
Dancing, really. Her dancing is what got her into Lemniscape. He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented. He didn't want any other agencies to have her.
I didn't know that.
Daddy's not the type to give compliments.
This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know he thought of me that way.
You like dancing, right?
about the same as eating. Anyway, I've always loved moving my body, ever since I was a little girl.
And you're fast, too.
Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
Were you always the anchor?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Hey, wanna hear something cool? Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology.
Cool.
She's the messenger of the gods. She's really fast.
Wait, isn't that Hermes?
Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
You're as fast as your namesake, then.
You wanna race?
Sure. When we get the chance.
Could you show me your dance?
Right here?
Ooh, I wanna see too.
Oh, here we go.
Too.
I would also like to see that.
I don't know.
Come on, just show us.
But... Alright, I'll go set up.
Oh my god.
Wait!
Mermaid didn't listen and hurried off.
Jeez. Fine, if you insist. Yay! Iris, we're ready.
Where is she? Oh, whatever.
Alright, world, get ready! See my dance! Invincible Rainbow Arrow! Hit it!
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying.
Oh my god.
I'm flying, this old tale of mine. A journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires, you've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your life. While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the dabbles of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light.
Nice. Very nice.
That song. Mr. Okira wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics. So it holds a special place in my heart.
That's right. I forgot he wrote music.
Yeah, he's really talented. I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
So it's a shame then that he probably had a hand in murdering his ex-wife. Anyway, how you doing, girl? Are you okay? Those thighs look extremely squished. All right, and then we're gonna X-ray, and it's the hips.
Those are some nice hip bones. The more I look, the better it gets. Wow, those are some gorgeous hips.
My hips?
Oops, I said that out loud.
You are now officially a creep.
Again. Mermaid at Sunfish Pocket has fantastic hips. I'm just saying, that's a really nice pelvis. Another one. Alright, cool. There's nothing. So, what's your relationship with Mizuki?
Mizuki comes here a lot. She's really friendly with everyone.
I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is it because you're the daughter of the owner?
No, it's not like that.
We're BFFs.
She wields extraordinary power with that trident.
It's the orichalcum one.
Really something else.
So, what do you like in men?
Well, a triple wart sea devil or an anacanthus barbatus.
That's a mouthful.
Was Renju here?
I've heard that Renju was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When? I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh.
Ringing any bells?
Well, he hasn't come by today, but yesterday.
Yesterday? But I was here yesterday.
It was after that. After you and Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You didn't ask. And I don't have any way to contact you.
Damn it.
We just missed him.
What was he doing here?
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was.
Looking for me?
Yeah.
Did he give a reason?
No, not in particular.
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
No, not at all.
Mizuki?
I don't know either.
Anything else you could tell me about the boy?
Anything else? Well, he did seem really sick. He was pale and sweating a lot.
It must have been because of the accident.
Perhaps.
Hey, girl. What? What are you doing here?
What are you gonna do? Scold me or something? Why do you care what I do?
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. In fact, I'm feeling good.
Excuse me.
Roommate took me to the corner of the store.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Okay.
Yes. We were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was... And we thought she was having a hard time. She must have come here looking for company. That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night. She didn't want to be alone.
Shoko's body is still under the jurisdiction of the police. There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated. The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, her roommate has abandoned her.
I did not abandon her.
In any case, there are many ways you could calm Mizuki down.
Mizuki is just trying to act strong. Please, try to understand.
So about your dad.
The police asked me a bunch of questions. But I don't know where he is.
About the Okiura fishery warehouse.
Why are you asking me about that?
I was just curious.
That company was made by my grandpa. But Daddy has nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about the warehouse. I thought I told you this already. Don't ask me the same questions over and over.
Date, look.
She's lying?
Possibly. She may just be excited or upset.
Alright, real quick summary.
Unfortunately, we didn't find Renju here.
But we discovered that he was looking for Iris.
But why?
can think about that later. Let's get going.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright. I can still... Oh, because I haven't looked at Mizuki. Alright. Let's go to the shrine. I'm going to save the storage warehouse for last. No, I should do the storage warehouse now. Because the shrine was like the last place Renji was seen. Sunfish Pocket and the shrine are the two places.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Tried to picture Iris's breasts sweet down there like that, and I decided not to.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
Carefully.
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
While Date figures out how to explain it, I'll be right back for these reasons. So there's eggs. All right, I'm gonna keep the menu going though, but I will be right back. I've returned. Alright, so. Let's take a look around here. Real quick. Boxes, shelves. Burn it all in a bum's oil.
I'm Jemimon!
That's a cute reference. I like that. It's Drumimon. Forklift. Switchboard.
Hey, get out of my house!
What the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside the circuit board.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe I'm haunting the warehouse with spooky astral projections.
What are you talking about, Iris?
Switchboard. Forklift. Drumimon Taskete. Hook.
So my corpse was on here?
Yeah.
There's nothing on it though. Shells. There isn't a lot there. Ice cutting machine. Box.
That caramel over there looks so good!
Yeah, you're right. But if I tried to eat it in one bite, I'd break my jaw.
What are you talking about, Date? That's a cardboard box.
You started... Never mind.
Box. Oh, Wally.
What the hell?
The box made me think of, like, a giant robot.
Oh, giant robot. Okay,
What?
never mind.
You know, from kaiju movies?
Again, what?
That's pretty much it. They're standing there menacingly. So, do you know about nanomachines?
Nanotech? Yeah. Technology related to really small things. Like, really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
But my college professor is kind of a woke moralist, so...
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters.
Iris is red-pilled.
The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers, so sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Alright, do you know about the Wadjet system?
I guess not.
No, I know what it is.
And why do you know what it
Core
is?
programming behind AI, right?
Okay, that's why.
What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain.
You're in a freezer, Tate. You know about the BBBB? BBB? Birth by sleep? That's BBS.
The blood-brain barrier, right?
She also has no pants on. This is correct. Literally, like, not even shorts. Literally just in a shirt with a jacket and then underwear.
Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
Alright, so here's how syncing works.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nanomachine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say go away and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree. And on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system. And that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside. We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this. Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sejima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear. Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I resurrected.
Yeah.
Date, that means you're... Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that!
We're gonna go pants shopping for you real quick. Get you some pants. At the shrine.
You okay?
It's okay. I just, missed a step there.
Alright. Guardian dog. Woof. Monument. Ah, she's deteriorating rapidly.
It's too far to see.
Too dark, too.
She's one of those flash clones. Sent in by Oni.
An iris. More specifically, a winter iris. This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
How did you know that Halo lore? Because I saw the I saw the Unraveled about the Halo novels. That's the first book where they're like, where BDG's like, so Oni started the Spartan 2 program, grabbed a bunch of kids, flash cloned them, gave the clones to the parents, and as they got older, they all horrifically died. Yeah, that's what. If he can't make a reference to Halo lore, I will in his stead. I will make sure that his knowledge does not go unused. Wash your hands and face. It's called a Chozuya. Huh. I never knew. Shinto shrine. Looks rather solemn. I mean, it's also like 9 p.m. The sacred straw rope. Offering box. I have a question as someone who has not consumed any Halo material at all whatsoever. Is Catherine Halsey one of those people that like is absolutely one of the worst people ever, but a ton of dudes simp for her regardless? Knowing the internet and fandoms, I'm gonna say maybe. No. Okay, cool. Looking off into the distance. You're looking at a winter iris, aren't you?
Yeah. How did you know? It's the same kind that's at my house. I told you about what it means, right?
Cortana more likely, but Halo doesn't really have any simple characters. Yeah, Cortana's the more simple character, but you know, when we first meet her, she's plenty likable. Catherine Halsey, meanwhile, is a huge piece of shit a lot of the time, from what I've heard.
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye, and the Greek goddess of rainbows. A messenger goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right? That's why the flower means good news and hope.
It's funny because I also began reading The Fall of Reach today, which is the novel that goes over the beginning of the Spartan 2 project. Reach was the only place that John could ever that John could feel comfortable in. He felt safe. He felt secured. Uh-oh, John. Anyway, hey, about Renju.
Mr. Okura isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't.
Oh, you got some words to say. Okay, so, you know, I'm gonna keep
It's
going.
not like we came here right away.
Okay, about Halsey.
It's already taken off.
Too bad.
It looks like there are no further clues here. It appears we've wasted our time.
So about this shrine.
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto. There are legends about this place written in the old text. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious, magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot. It is said that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? fruit of immortality.
Yes.
Immortality, huh?
Not interested?
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
I've played through Xenosaga. I know what it's like to have immortality and being the only one that's immortal. It fucking sucks. You go insane. I have not played through Xenosaga. I just know about Albedo and just how fucked up he is because of his immortality. Anyway, your thoughts?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
The things Halsey has done are irredeemable, but the novels, it shows she has a deep regret. She deep regrets and hates herself for what she did to those children. She regards the Spartans 2s almost like a mother. Okay, alright. Okay. But with 343 taking over Halo, they've been set on trying to portray her as Space Hitler. Oh, man. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle.
Ah,
he was
cool.
A thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father.
Falco.
One day, he just disappeared.
She's talking about
Falco.
Hitomi's lover.
So about this uncle.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah.
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name Asa? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset. He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
Date, we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
This is also the last place that we okay, but we got Marble, so that's the place. Some shoe's about to drop. I can feel it. Oh. Hey, Mama.
Mama, it's me.
Dante, honey, what's up?
I'm heading over now.
Glad to hear it. Maybe I'll close the place a little early for you.
Sorry, but I'm with someone.
With someone?
A girl named Iris.
What? Is she a virgin?
I'm not gonna answer that. Anyway, remember what we talked about?
There's a regular here who was good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. Oh, right.
Are they coming tonight?
Yes, I promise.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll be here.
How are you talking on your phone without earphones?
I was too lazy to explain it properly, so I came up with a lie.
I have an earpiece implanted in my ear.
Wow, cool!
Another call came in. Oh, shit. What's this one?
Date, it's the boss.
Ah, fuck.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, Dante, tell me the situation. Did you find number 89?
If I did, I would have told you.
Aha. I see.
What was that about?
That was a cry from deep within my heart, Date. Do you realize how screwed I am? Go find number 89.
If I find Renju, I find number 89. I'm gathering information on Renju's whereabouts now.
Where?
Told her I was going to Marble with Iris. and about who I was expecting to see there.
Wait, are you trying to get her drunk?
What?
She's not 21.
And if she wasn't a minor?
Hmm?
Well, whatever. I'm sure you have a good plan. Find those two and arrest them. Got it?
Yeah.
So this is Golden Yokocho.
First time here?
Yeah.
Marble is right over here.
Date, on your 6.
Oh, fuck.
2 suspicious individuals approaching.
Oh, shit. Are we not even gonna go in? What the fuck?
Whoa!
Ooh.
Date!
Jesus.
Date!
Shit! Whoa!
Stay right there.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Damn.
What the fuck is happening? Oh, this is gameplay.
Who are they?
We can find out later. We need a way out of this.
Yeah, but
Forgot about us. Try to run. We'll be shot full of holes. The alleys between the buildings are blocked off. We can't go that way, which means...
Shit. We gotta take care of them.
I have reached the same conclusion.
But I've only got a single revolver.
I have a brain blast.
Date, I have a plan. I will give you instructions. Just move as I tell you.
This better work.
Not to worry. My calculations are flawless.
What's the plan?
You see that hangar over there? Shoot the bottom of the hangar with a normal bullet.
Why?
Don't ask questions, just do it.
Go!
Look at that.
Look at that!
Like a gift from heaven.
Oh my fucking god.
Are they stupid?
Just as I calculated.
What kind of calculations did you do?
Date, focus. Now, the burst shot. Shoot the porno mag vending machine.
The porno mag?
I said no questions.
Guys, this might be dumber than the Cards and
Hurry!
Snake Eater.
Shoot the vending machine with the burst.
Basta shot. Stay on it. Oh god.
Hey, this is...
This is crazy.
I've never seen anything like this before.
This is crazy.
Yeah, they must be stupid.
You are too.
What?
The final step. But you don't have to do a thing.
Oh?
Hello?
Mama? There's a group of naked buff guys dancing outside your bar.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was not saying that.
What?
Don't use my voice without permission.
This is an emergency. I will slap you if you don't shut up. Now, we're ready. We just need to use the fire extinguisher.
It's loaded with high-pressure CO2.
Now, I will leave your eye and throw the fire extinguisher into the air. Shoot the top of the extinguisher at the perfect time.
Oh, baby. Here we
Now
go.
let's go.
Go, 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 go. Do it. Do it.
Ready? Here I go.
Muscles galore, men's gymnastics routine. Holy shit, that was way better than the first
According to
one.
my calculations.
Macho muscles. Alright. Let's go back to the Date residence.
This is...
My place. The building's got a security system. We'll be safe here.
So Mizuki's not home?
Doesn't look like it.
I checked her phone's GPS. Mizuki is currently at Sunfish Pocket.
It's getting late, but Sunfish Pockets should be safe. I'm sure the mermaids were taking good care of her. If anything, she'd be more in more danger with us.
Iris, I need to talk to you about earlier. Have a seat wherever.
Oh, jeez. Frig. Door. Cushing. 3-seat sofa. The bed. A door a bit. Large speaker. Audio equipment. For an audio file. Wait, what a file? File cabinet. Desk. Computer. PC. Corkboard. Bench press. Rack. Large window. Wait, hold on. Table. Okay. So about the unidentified attackers.
Iris, those guys who tried to kidnap you. Do you have any idea who they were?
After a long silence, Iris spoke. Oh.
There's a reason I asked you to go on a date so many times. I wanted you to protect me. I wanted a bodyguard. But I thought that if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't tell you. But now, I'll come clean. My life is being threatened by a secret society. They're called the Nizet Laws, a group under the control of the Wajet system. Their ultimate goal is to complete X00639.
Excuse me?
I discovered them and what they were up to, and now... Date please help me.
Hold on, no. Things are starting to... Things are starting to, like... are starting to come together. If they're under control by the Wadjet system, it's entirely possible that they're able to, like, do mini hacks and or inject images and things into things using the Wadjet system, which includes Iba, maybe, kind of. The sync machine, almost definitely. And the reason why Date was able to see the dead body that wasn't there is because, you know, his brain's also technically connected to the Wadjet system. Technically.
They're going to kill me.
Wait. Slow down.
Alright, so tell me about Nizet Laws. Great name. Cool name.
Naixatloz. Sometimes they just call themselves the Nice. They're deeply connected to the Wadjet system. Their organization is everywhere. International politics, business leaders.
Oh, Illuminati. Okay. So, what about X00639?
In geosynchronous orbit around the equator, longitude 100 degrees east, there's a satellite. It's about 150 feet long. Quite big for a satellite.
True. Most satellites are between 5 and 10 feet long.
Yeah? Are they also connected to the Freemasons and the Rothschilds? What about the Rockefellers? What about the Epsteins? What about the Trumps?
The International Space Station is roughly 330 feet long, so this satellite she is describing is about half as big.
It's always in the same place, and there's no doubt that it's man-made.
Uh-huh.
But by who? And when it was launched, no one knows.
Also true. The first to discover this satellite was a space advocacy group in Japan. It was on the news for a short while. No one could identify it precisely.
Most people thought it was some secret US military satellite and that was it. But that's not the truth. X00639 is a super-powered radio transmitter.
Radio.
Transmitter.
But it's not complete. It's still being built. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what Wadjet wants them to do.
Alright, so explain how they're connected, Wadjet, to the Wadjet.
Well, you know about the Wadjet system, right?
Yes.
It's the core of artificial intelligence.
Do you know where it came from?
It was developed by the American tech conglomerate Elgorg. But no specifics have been revealed.
Basically, the Wadjet system artificial intelligence is from outer space.
Oh, no.
It was transmitted to Earth in binary, as radio waves. They were caught by the space dev team at Elgorg. And when they decoded it,
okay,
they found that it was a truly incredible source code.
Hold on.
That's the code they used to create the Wadjet system.
Is this true, Iba?
It is patently ridiculous.
So to summarize Iris' story, the Wadjet system AI was built by decoding radio waves sent from outer space. A secret society called Naixatloz, or Nice, knows secret of the Wadjet system and obeys its will. Their ultimate goal is to complete the radio transmitter's satellite X00639. Why is Wadjet doing that?
I managed to learn that too. They're building X00639 so they can transmit their own data to a planet far away. If they contact a sentient species, then the process will repeat itself again. That species will decode the signal, create an AI, then builds a radio transmitter. Because they're an AI, they can create copies of themselves for transmission. Doing this over and over means that Wadjet will eventually spread across the universe.
And after that?
After that?
Yeah. After they're spread all over space, what do they do next?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, why do humans have children? It's the same thing. Wadjet is alive. They want to spread across the universe. That's their destiny.
Why did the members of Nizet Laws follow Wadjet?
Nyes and Wadjet have a mutually beneficial relationship. Wadjet can control stock prices. Nyes benefits from that. In return, Nyes helps Wadjet's ultimate goal. That's why Nyes is in militaries and corporations all over the world. To help build X00639.
Why does Wadjet want to keep Nyes a secret?
Let's say that one day Wadjet shows up on your computer screen. Hi guys, nice to meet you. Want to help us out? Do you really think humans would help? Most people would probably think their PC has a virus or something. Or they'd panic and try to remove them. I don't know what would happen. I'm sure Wadjet made their own predictions. And they thought it was best to control certain parts of humanity from behind the scenes. But they needed some kind of direct influence. They can't build a satellite by themselves, right? That's why they created Nizet Laws.
More summary.
Alright, I get it.
You do?
Not really, but she doesn't need to know that. But listening to your explanation, Nyes doesn't sound like a bad organization.
No, that's not true. Think of how much money and resources are going to Nyes. Think of how many people are suffering in poverty. And all the wars happening across the planet. And human trafficking and slavery. Nyes has the power and resources to put an end to all of that. But they don't. They only care about themselves. And they'll do anything to protect their own interests. They'll kill if they have to. Which is why I'm being targeted. Because I found out their secret.
How and when did you learn all this?
Well, I can't say yet. But it's true, believe me. Nyes is dangerous. You have to understand, Date. You saw my dead body.
Do you think that you were killed by Nyes in the parallel world?
Yes, I think so. You're the only person I can trust. Please, don't leave me. You have to protect me.
Man, it's wild to think that this was going on in your first time, Cinemax. Meanwhile, in my first time, fucking, I had to deal with people dying all over the place. I had no interaction with a secret society. Iris' story is, well, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't believe a word of it. But it is true, she was almost kidnapped by some mysterious group. And it is true, I saw a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. And if that happened in a parallel world...
Date, you can't tell me that you actually believe this.
Aiba, you use the Wadjet system too, right?
So what if I do? Do you suspect me, Date? Do you think I'm an agent of Nyes? Fine. This can be solved easily. Why not look into her mind? Then you will discover
Oh, we're
if her
syncing.
story
Alright,
is
cool.
true or not.
A sync, of course.
Sync number 2 with Iris. She looks serious. I'm going to do this sync. Do I believe her? Tentatively, I'm going to say no. However, I know that by me saying no, I don't believe her, the game will twist and turn into making her absolutely the most correct one. I know for a fact that is what is going to happen. With Iris in the passenger seat, go back to Abyss. I really don't want to take her there. Because Boss would be waiting.
The men who attacked us at Golden Yokocho were waiting for us. That means they knew we were coming. Why would that be?
Someone tipped them off.
Well, who could have?
Someone who knew we were going to Marble.
That's right.
No, it couldn't be.
Boss.
Oh.
Possible.
Iba, can you contact Pewter? I want to ask him something.
Understood.
Hey, Peter, have you seen Boss lately? Of course I have, Date. She just finished murdering So Sejima.
Do you need something?
Hold on. Now let me look at the things. Dashboard.
Ronpa.
Dangan Rampa. Gear shift.
Gear pusher.
It's a gear shifter.
There it is. There's the Danganronpa reference. Glove box.
Date, have you got anything weird in here?
Weird.
Yeah, in these plastic baggies.
But that's flour.
I can't talk to Iris. Alright. Anyway, hey Pewter. It's Pewter. Where are you at?
Where are you?
I'm out drinking in Shinjuku. I was actually thinking of heading over to Golden Yokocho, but I heard something about a shootout. So the cops have it sealed off. Maybe a shootout between gangs or something? The world has become a dangerous place.
Does a sync machine exist outside of Abyss?
Pewter, I need to know something. Does a sync machine exist outside of Abyss?
If it does, I won't have to go to Abyss. I can just go there and sync with Iris. I thought Pewter might know, but...
There's only one sync machine in the entire world, and it's with us at Abyss. For now, anyway.
For now?
The Chiba Police Department was working on a prototype, but it was stolen 6 years ago.
Stolen?
6 years ago?
It was being transported when it was attacked and then stolen by an armed group of men. The culprit is still on the loose. The device was never recovered either.
Iba, were you aware of this?
No, this is new information. I was not even aware there was a prototype.
Alright, so, about Boss. Has she been killing So Sejima lately?
Pewter, where's Boss right now?
Not sure. I don't think she's at Abyss anymore. Maybe she went home?
So, neither you or Boss are at Abyss right now?
No.
Good. I can take Iris in there without a problem.
Thanks, Pewter. See you later.
Sure thing.
Now I can look at Iris.
Date, where are we going?
Inside your dreams.
What?
I'm gonna sync with you to determine if what you were telling me is true. And if it is true, I'll fulfill your wish.
My wish?
You don't remember? To become your bodyguard. Is that all right?
Yes, of course.
Very interested in this new sync. If this is a new sync. Just like Peter said, Boss isn't there. I knew exactly how to use the device. Followed her directions at the control console and repair the machine quickly.
Date, this time, I will be remotely operating the sync.
Roger that.
Are you ready?
Yes.
The time limit is 6 minutes, as always.
I know.
Alright, let us begin.
I wonder if this is any different. It probably is. Although it probably is not. 50-50 chance. Oh, hell yeah. We're in Minecraft.
What is this place?
It's Minecraft.
It is difficult to move like this.
Why do you look like that?
Oh, hell yeah.
I went with a simpler look today. I figured this world couldn't handle my full resolution.
Oh my god, even the portrait's different.
Guess that's fine then. You can quit if you want, you know.
Never! I will never give up!
You don't have to take it that far.
In any case, it seems that we've finally arrived.
Is this world made
This
of
is
jelly cubes?
amazing.
This is Shovel Forge.
Shovel Forge? I don't see any shovels or forges.
Iris said that she was focused on streaming this game lately.
What's that got to do with forges?
Forget about the forges and listen. This Somnium is the world of Shovel Forge, a sandbox game in which you make and move cubes to create structures on a map.
I'm not playing this game.
On the contrary, you already are.
Oh, come on, I don't want to play.
Accept the reality, Date. You have no choice.
Good evening, good morning, and hello! It's Tessa, also known as Aset, you bet! I'm gonna be playing Shovel Forge today. Let's dive right in!
Let's peep this out.
Iris's Let's Play has begun.
Help me, Date! You have to help me! It's nice, they're coming! Find me, Date!
Oh, a pickaxe! Lucky!
What was that all about?
It appears that this Somnium will not be easy like the other ones.
Oh yeah? The last one was easy?
I didn't think the other ones were all that easy.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Let us begin.
Alright. So let's take a... Okay, never mind. Hold on.
Somnium scan. Activate.
We're getting 5 locks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, Cyrus? Oh my god, music.
It's blocked, but it must be the outermost gate.
I will investigate.
It doesn't seem as though we can get through here.
Oh, are you... Can I restart? Can I retry? Can I restart that? Literally look behind you. I did! I looked at the gate.
Locked.
No, the pickaxe.
This doesn't look like a pickaxe, but that's what Iris identified it as.
Pick it up. It takes 40 seconds.
This is a pretty avant-garde pickaxe.
Perhaps designed with glow sticks in mind.
A silver gate! Let's dig it up!
Like this? This is actually kind of fun!
Easy there. We've still got a job to do.
That pickaxe was dropped by someone being attacked by Nice. Be careful, Date. Nice might be after you too.
Did you get that?
I'll be the one being attacked.
Either way, all we have to do is listen to Iris and do what she says.
But which Iris? There appears to be two.
I guess both for now.
I think we'll find something if we dig there. Let's check it out!
It is a door, or perhaps a gate.
Everything looks like a block of tofu to me.
This must be where we use the pickaxe.
All right, just don't be too hasty.
A door or gate? It is closed.
Dig.
Okay, just like I always say, let's hit it.
Go, Iba.
All right, here I go.
Oh! Okay. Ooh. Was not expecting that.
I got a rare material. Ooh, I knew today would be special.
This is kind of fun, isn't it, Iba?
Are we meant to do this the whole time? This is tiring.
The gate's open.
Hope I'm good at button mashing. Oh, I'm super good at button mashing. There's a no spoilers, mostly because it's not near the end of the thing. But there's a boss.
This is a new area.
Hold on.
And we cannot return to the previous one.
Where else can I dig?
We gotta find something to dig up.
Am I meant to dig everywhere?
Nice. Oh, there's a split near the end. Fucking goody. Goody gumdrops. I dug. Hold on, there's crafting table.
A crafting table. You can create items here.
No, I'm gonna come back. Vending machine.
It's a big stick of imitation crab.
It must be a vending machine.
Dig it.
Happy digging.
Roger.
Whoa.
I got a lot of materials that time. Good haul today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and to retweet everyone.
Retweet.
Hey, Iba.
Yes?
Is this golden yokocho?
Indeed. It appears to be modified, but it probably is based on golden yokocho.
This is where we were attacked.
Look, Dante!
What is that?
Uh-oh, an elite is coming. But it's okay. I've got the feeling we can do it.
Project Bluebeam! Nice is trying to kill me! You have to stop Nice!
Blue beam.
But what are we supposed to do?
Dance!
Dance?
Use
Dance.
the most beautiful art form humanity has ever created. The power of dance! They may have money and power, but they'll never take our beating hearts! Dance is the only way to fight the Wadjet system in Nice!
Using this material, we can make a disco ball. Let's build the disco ball. And then it's dancing time.
What do you think, Iba?
Shovel Forge is not a dancing game, but
That's not what I'm talking about.
Nice does not exist.
But I don't think Iris is trying to mislead me.
What you think does not change the facts. Now, we have to decide our next move.
For now, we need to find somewhere to craft the disco ball.
We go in here. Crafting table.
I found a crafting table.
Something the matter?
It seems you can create items other than disco balls.
Oh.
But we need to make the disco ball now. That's what the viewers are expecting.
Okay. I feel like I should make the disco ball. You know, just to appease Iris. But I want to know if it makes something else. Curiosity. It's gonna kill me, a
Weren't we
cat.
supposed to craft a disco ball?
Yeah, but it was bugging me.
One moment. Done.
Does this crafting table even do anything, really?
The switch is done.
What switch?
Just watch.
What are you doing, Date? Fight Nice with the power of dance!
Date, don't listen to her. So, this is what Nice looks like.
This is what's behind all this.
Was Iris lying to me?
I'm not lying! Project Bluebeam is using holograms to trick you! You can't let it fool you! You have to use the power of dance! Huh? Oh, look at that! The enemy's disappeared. What? Is this a glitch? I'm not lying! Please believe me, Date.
This appears to be another gate, but something is blocking it.
If it isn't Simon Belmont.
Do it.
Leave it to me.
Cool. Yeah, AI the Minecraft files. Yeah.
Got the material.
Welcome back, Gil. Simone Belmont.
This is a spacious area.
Is that marble?
Those flowers are winter irises.
They're wilted.
Whoa, this place is huge! How are we gonna check everything? Maybe I can make something with the materials I have. Okay? Okay!
Another crafting table.
At least you don't have to do any more digging.
Date, do you see that shrine?
Shrine.
That's humanity's last hope against Nice. Save us from the oppression of technology. Return the stone monument to the pedestal at the shrine. We should have all the materials we need to craft the stone monument. Please, Date, you're the only one who can save me. You're the only one who can save this world.
Only me?
Date.
I'm the only one who can save her.
Hey, Date.
What?
I knew it. It's dangerous to do what Iris tells us.
I get what you're saying, but is it really dangerous?
Date, think rationally.
Late night shit. I hope whatever late night shit you plan on doing, that you enjoy doing it. This one's marble.
Someone's there?
That's not Mama. Or is it?
Who is this?
Futoshi?
That is not Mama.
Okay, it's not Mama.
Futoshi.
Can I talk to him?
Definitely Futoshi.
I heard that Futoshi left on a journey to Sri Lanka to cultivate tea leaves.
What? Really, Futoshi? You're just gonna leave Ikuno behind?
Come on, Futoshi.
Someone's there? Excuse me, who are you? What the?
Oh fuck, it's a zombie.
That scared me. Why is there a monster in marble?
Hey, don't say that about Mama.
Please. Is that
What?
this man?
Oh my god, it's this man! Holy fuck, it's this man.
What? You know him?
Not exactly. He is a familiar face that has appeared in many unrelated people's dreams. He is an urban legend of sorts. If you are interested, I can tell you more later.
Holy fucking shit. Oh.
You're a material?
Alright, well, that was something. Alright, let's go to the shrine now. Or the crafting table.
There's a crafting table here as well.
I'm gonna craft NA.
What is NA?
I see. You can take advantage of this glitch, Date.
But I don't know anything about guitars.
I said glitch, not Gretch.
I can do that?
This game is filled with bugs and programming errors. We can take advantage of that to reveal things not supposed to be seen.
I see. Let's try it.
Understood.
Yeah! Let's make a bunch of this man!
What? It spent the this man material. We can use you?
Is it a glitched skill?
Oh, I see.
How about that? Anything change?
The numbers have changed.
What, is it August 32nd?
No, the pickaxe is level 255.
That's pretty extreme.
But with this glitched item, we may be able to destroy something we were not supposed to be able to. Something in the game world. Or rather, something Iris doesn't want us to destroy.
Shrine wall.
This is a strange wall.
Dig.
I see. I just need to use the pickaxe.
You're right. Do it.
Leave it to me.
Diggy diggy hole. Oh, it's a lot of mashing. Okay.
The wall disappeared.
The iris is bloomed?
No, this is no miracle. Merely the result of the game's programming changing the iris from wilted to bloom.
That can't be.
Date, what are you doing? What about the monument? What about fighting knives?
Tell her that we have the strongest pickaxe. We don't need that. Let's continue.
Wait! Date! No! Don't abandon me!
Yeah, this game is great. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. I've besieged the back rooms.
Is it loading? Well, if you need to use the bathroom, now's the time.
Oh, here we go. God damn it, I already went to the bathroom. I even used the redeem too.
Golden Yokocho. Not the world of Shovelforge.
Alright, fucking guy. I'll put Bunger on while I'm out.
Bunger!
All right, cool. What'd I miss? Nothing. Anyway.
This might be Iris's real Somnium.
There's nothing here. We have no choice but to move forward.
All right, literally move forward. Although she's still making like little footstep noises. Whoa. I saw a label. Forward is the only way the heart can go. Thought I saw a label for something. Okay, there's one all the way at the end. A gate.
Is this the exit? Let's go in.
I'm running out of time. I've only got a little over a minute left.
We're back.
Oh.
Hey, look.
Before I do anything irrational. Okay, cool.
What? A pyramid?
Hi.
Nice is close. Dante, help me, please.
Remember that I
Iris.
can go over the time limit on the last
help
move.
Iris.
Okay.
Let's help her by freeing her from her world of delusion. Reveal the truth hiding inside her imagination, Date.
But see, that's the thing. I don't know what is the last move.
A mirror door. But I'm not reflected in it.
69 seconds. Nice. No, don't destroy it because that is all my time.
It's blocked, but it must be the outermost gate.
I'm trusting you on this,
A mirror.
Cinemax. Giving me 4 seconds left.
Well said, Date.
No, you can't. That mirror amplifies the power of dance.
Then I will do it.
Stop, please. Please.
Ah!
Oh.
When she was a child?
Oh, I'm learning.
Iris, this is all in your head. You're imagining it. It's not real.
No, you're wrong, Dante.
Iba,
What?
let's end this.
Yeah.
Okay, book it to the star. I have literally 4 seconds. Go! Yeah!
Believe me.
Literally 1 second left. It takes 999 seconds to destroy the core.
Iba, that thing there. Destroy it.
No, stop.
Understood.
Please, stop.
Date about to cause a mental shutdown. You go back to the real world and she's like, "You did it, Date. You cured me of my autism." Oh, that's pretty dark. I'm sorry. That's pretty not cool to say. Oh, jeez. I apologize. I wish I could cure my autism. Honestly, same. Or depression. Yeah. Man, I was so cool. I wish eyeballs were real. Main one, antinomic conflict. I mean, I don't want Aiba to cure my autism because that's my entire personality gone. True. True. It's more like we want to see what it's like. What it's like without it. Kenzai, Tuesday. I will look at things until the game says, "Hey, time to go somewhere else." And then I'm going to call it a stream.
Okay, I think I got it. So it's like this. Date and Tessa were attacked at Golden Yokocho by a group of unknown gunmen?
Yeah.
No, not unknown. They were hired by Nizet Laws, also known as Nize. I found out Nize's secret, and now they want me dead.
Date, is this for real?
It's true that we were shot at by armed gunmen, but the Nice part...
The sync earlier. It didn't prove Iris' story. It only made me more skeptical. Iris is lying, maybe even unknowingly. She believes that she's being targeted by Nize. She sincerely does, but...
Date, you don't believe me?
I thought about it carefully before answering.
Iris, let me be honest. I think you're letting your imagination get the better of you.
It's not my imagination. Why don't you believe me? Date, you're just being stubborn. You're just a cynical old man who doesn't believe in anything.
Then you have to give me proof. If you can't show me proof, I can't believe you. Iris, seriously, you're imagining things.
Fine then. It was stupid to think I could trust you, Date. Goodbye.
Iris stood up and walked away. Alright, before I even look at you, gotta look at everything else. Stickers on the bookshelf. Beer ad. Menus.
Hey,
TV.
Date! I've got this video of a nurse rubbing oil all over an eggplant. Wanna watch?
No.
Maybe later.
Nothing's playing.
That's Quentin Rapcone's Plaplaparus. It was from a long time ago.
Quentin Rapcone's Plaplaparus. Oda, I'll krill you. Window. Table. Mabel, we have a table.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Man, these cold-pressed juices.
Ah, juices. Cold press. I think you should go on a little... Alright, fine. It is a bit early. No one can figure out what the sauce is. Mop. Bucket. Iris isn't here to kick it for you, you sick freak. Counter. Menu.
Kuroda Kazuaki's heart sashimi.
Heart sashimi. Chopsticks. Kitchen. Cushing. Baby seat. Swing door. Photo. Alright, that's enough looking around. Alright. Do you believe any of this?
Date, you don't believe Tessa, right?
Right.
You don't believe Nizet laws exist?
See you later, Gil.
No, I don't.
Then why was she almost kidnapped?
I don't know. But it might have something to do with Renju.
You're gonna love it when you see the family photo up close. Oh, baby.
He was looking for Iris.
In any case, we don't know who's behind it. But we know she's in danger. Which is why I came here. I need you to hide Iris.
What?
I need to go somewhere.
To Hitomi's residence.
Yeah, I need to talk to her immediately.
Anyway, where'd she go?
There's a room back there she kinda made her own. She's probably there.
She's certainly made herself at home. Has Iris been back there before?
Yeah, Tessa's been here a few times.
Summarize real quick.
Hide Iris? I mean, I don't mind, but... why here?
The organization that I'm in may have a traitor, so I can't take her to HQ.
An
that, of course,
imposter.
means that I can't take her to my house either. So I thought this diner would be a good place. Her enemies wouldn't look for her here. If she's here with you guys, I know that she's safe.
Among?
Wait, you guys?
Yeah, I'm expecting one more. Any minute now.
Mizuki?
Don't worry, I understand everything. I'll protect Iris.
Mizuki, I love you.
Anyway, if they do manage to find her here, having Mizuki around should help, right?
Right. I know how strong she is.
Good luck, you two.
Thanks,
Literally able to bench press over 110 pounds, no sweat, for like who knows how long. Awesome, thank you, Garage, for opening and closing for the 6th time tonight, I think. I think it's more the 5th, but whatever. This has been happening way more frequently tonight, and I'm a little tired of it.
Date.
Hey, what's up, Hitomi?
Sorry for coming so late. I need to talk to you about Iris.
What is it?
Steal myself and continued.
Iris said something to me that was very concerning. She said she's being targeted by an organization called Nizet Laws, and that she needs help. Does any of this sound familiar?
Decided to not tell her about the shooting at Golden Yokocho. I didn't want her to worry. Alright, here we go. After a while, Hitomi spoke.
I didn't intend to hide it from you.
Ah, fucking
I just
cool.
never found the right time.
Awesome, sick.
She's sick.
Why did I use the word sick? Why am I so aggressively Californian? Ah. Ah. Oh my god. Swear to fucking god. I didn't think my Californianness would come back to bite me in the ass this bad. Also, I was not getting up from my seat when I was like making the I just leaned a little bit away from my camera, and the VTube studio was like, "Oh, you're over there." Anyway.
Iris has a malignant brain tumor.
Jesus Christ.
A brain tumor?
It makes her say strange things sometimes.
I see. Her delirium could be a result of a brain tumor. It can also cause hallucinations and violent thoughts.
It makes sense. Everything Iris said was likely a result of her condition.
I have summarized it so bluntly, so calmly, but I couldn't stay calm. The words malignant brain tumor circled in my mind. Yeah, it's circling in my mind too. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna look at things to get my mind off of the brain tumor. Because I don't think I can do that by myself. It doesn't seem to be working so far. And I'm gonna keep going. It's Terminal 7. It's Terminal 7. Brain cancer. I don't even know what it is. It's all in your head, Luigi. What about Toad? What about Toad? I'm not saying that one. Why do you think it looks like a mushroom? But what about Toad? No, no, don't do that joke with her. Why do you think it looks like a mushroom? Fucking cripes. Alright. Does Iris know?
I didn't tell her the specifics, but I'm sure
That
she
was
knows.
Iva, Iris. Why do you think it looks like a hamster? Why do you think he looked like a hamster? Oh my god. Anyway. About her disease.
It's a brain tumor. It can cause a number of side effects. Nausea and dizziness.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Very good timing on that.
Sometimes her hands and legs go numb.
Swear to God.
Sometimes she can't control her body temperature.
No, but I am kind of warm.
Oh, you've been waiting for this.
That was all caused by her brain tumor?
How long has she been sick for?
We found out in January.
Oh, Jesus,
She
it's
suddenly
recent.
collapsed at school. She went to the hospital and they examined her. They found a tumor. According to the doctor, surgery wouldn't help.
You mean?
Grade 4. Terminal.
Holy
She
fuck.
has a year to live. At most.
Oh, holy
That's
shit.
what the doctor said. And if they were right, then she only has a few months left.
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
Is there any way to save her life?
Ordinary treatments won't work, but there is one way to save her life.
Which is?
Oh, thanks.
Date, it's from Mizuki.
Why now? Sorry, could you excuse me?
Set up went to the corner room to answer Mizuki's call.
Date, I'm sorry.
What? What happened?
Iris, she's gone. She disappeared. I only took my eyes off her for a second.
What? Where did she go?
I don't know. That's why I'm calling. But she left a note on the table. Otis sent you a picture. Did you get it?
I have it now. Opening.
Alright, let's see this. Going with the person I trust most. Please don't worry about me.
Iris.
I have tried calling Iris with a different line. I cannot connect. It is probable that she turned her phone off.
Damn. Mizuki, let's split up and find her. Let Ota know too.
Got it.
Did something happen?
She was eavesdropping. No point in hiding it. Told her that Iris was missing.
What?
Hitomi went quiet. She didn't ask why she disappeared. I'm sure she thinks it's the tumor. She thinks that Iris' illness was making her go insane.
Iris said that she was going with somebody. With the person she trusts most. Any idea who that might be?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go look for her.
I'll go too.
No, please, stay here. She might come home.
But
oh, she does know.
It's all right. I'll find her.
Oh, it's with 89.
Okay.
But we don't know where 89 is, or at least I don't know. We're about to figure out where she is.
Date, the person in Iris's letter, the one she trusts most. Who do you think that is?
Okay. Wheel, center console, dashboard, Danganronpa, glove box, passenger seat. Can't even look at the gear shift. Oh, I can look at the... Oh no, that's... Okay, just barely. Uncle.
I see. The man Hitomi was dating 6 years ago.
Uncle Falco.
He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father.
Uncle Falco Lombardi.
Iris said that she was looking for him.
Have I gone to the shrine with Mizuki? No.
Just now. I don't think that's possible.
Renju?
I think so too. Remember what Iris said?
I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
According to the mermaid at Sunfish Pocket,
he was looking for Iris.
I think Renju called Iris.
And Iris went looking for him.
Exactly.
Then what can I do? We've been looking for Renju. Everyone at HQ is looking for him too. Not to mention he's on the run with number 89. And even with all of that, we haven't found him. We don't even have any leads.
If we only had some clues to work with.
Then we wouldn't be in this mess.
Are you giving up? Iris might be with number 89 at this very moment. We need to find her immediately. Now think, Date. Where would Renju go?
Lemniscate.
I got a call from Mizuki. She went to Lemniscate, but no one was there.
Shit, alright. His house?
Renju's house is currently occupied by officers from
Fuck.
HQ.
Alright.
If he went back there, we would have been contacted.
Cold storage warehouse.
The cold storage warehouse. Maybe he's there.
Oh, it's just like the last time. Goody goody gumdrops.
There is no one here.
Damn. He's not here? Let's go, Iba.
Wait.
What's wrong? Is there someone here?
No living organisms detected.
Then...
No living organisms detected.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
You mean...
Let's search the area. We might be able to find something.
I always hate being in here. The music is so fucking...
Date, the forklift. Doesn't it seem off somehow?
A little bit.
It hasn't been in use for some time, but something is peculiar about it.
The music is so tense, is what I'm saying. God damn it.
No. This can't be.
God fucking damn it. We were doing so good.
Iris. Iris.
The case remains unsolved. Man, that has to be a fucking gut punch for you, considering that was like the last time. That was the end of the first route that you went down. That has to be a fucking ultra gut punch for the first time that happened to you. For that having been the first time that happened to you. You were like, man. Alright. 2. Alright, I guess this is a good place to call it, I guess. Next time, we look at a different... I want to know. I should figure it out. Do I go the second route for... So next time you can redo either... Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Which one do I redo, though? I feel like if I redo the Minecraft one, it still won't be too much game left. I feel like there's not going to be that much more game in comparison to what we did here. But if I do the other one, there's going to be more of that, more from that. Whatever. I'll figure it out. All right. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Yeah. Until then, that's going to be it for tonight. Thanks, whoever came by, for coming by. I'll see you tomorrow for more of this. Until then, see you later, everyone. Bye. Bye. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.